Hi, things to consider when choosing a board member. Now, the first thing I would say is that some of the things I'm going to talk about not only apply to choosing a board member, but probably apply to picking somebody on your advisory board and also to your management team. And it's the first thing you need to consider as a CEO or founder of your company, which is what are the things you're good at and what are the things you're not that good at. Within the company, particularly if you want to grow, you need to have an understanding of strategy, you need to be able to execute, you need to be able to sell, and you need to have a fairly good grasp on finance, and increasingly you need to be able to understand technology and how that impacts on your business model, particularly if you want to scale. So in your management team, on your board, or with your advisory board, you need to pick people that complement what you are not good at or are better than the things you are good at yourself. Now this links obviously to your strategy. If you are looking for IPO, trade sale, that's a different board member than if you are looking for an aggressive fundraising to VCs or business angels, or if you are looking to export into Europe, America, Asia. That also implies that you will pick different type of board members. And particularly on the export side, I think where a lot of Irish companies are missing a trick is by getting people from outside of Ireland onto their board. If you are exporting into Europe, it makes a lot of sense to get a European onto your board. If you're planning to export to Asia, it makes a lot of sense to get an Asian onto your board. Same goes for the United States. I would say regardless of your plans, I think you should get at least 2 or 3 people from outside of Ireland onto your board, because it will add tremendously to the mix and to the learning of the company. So depending on your strategy, depending on your plans, depending on your skill set, you then have to pick. You know what? I would also suggest, and it's increasingly in all the books we're covering in our sessions, find a few mavericks or crazies, somebody that are left of field, and give you some weird, wacky perspective on your business as part of your board mix as well. And then it becomes fairly simple. You need to define a role. You need to be very clear on the deliverables, and you need to come up with a reward structure that is given if they achieve the targets. The thing not to do is give away shares of your company willy-nilly. Be very, very clear what people need to do to deserve a part of your company. So the things to look for is chemistry, networks, achievements, the ability to execute rather than just talk an awful lot, and reputation. And honestly, the more reputable people are in your industry, the more valuable they are to your board. If you had a choice and you can get, who we take as an example, Dennis O'Brien on your board, that will make a fairly significant impact, but there's a price to pay. And then just one last thing, there's a tendency by a lot of entrepreneurs to pick boards that are nice, friendly. What you actually want is creative tension. So you want boards that are aggressive, and where you every month before you go into a board meeting, you are nervous about what they're going to say and what they're going to do. So you're looking for people that are hard-edged, hard-nosed. A weak, friendly board is of absolute no use. So that's it. Good luck with finding the people and obviously the last one is in your network. There are people who know people who know people who know people who can get you the people on your board.